Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss polyol pathway of glucose and its significance. To download lecture note and other interesting stuff related to biochemistry, please visit website biochemistrybasics.com. Polyol pathway. It is so named because sorbitol is the polyhydric sugar alcohol. The main pathway involves reduction of glucose into sorbitol via aldose reductase enzyme, and it utilizes one molecule of NADPH. Sorbitol is oxidized to the fructose via sorbitol dehydrogenase enzyme. Over here there is a conversion of one molecule of NAD plus into NADH and H plus. Aldose reductase enzyme is absent in the liver and it is present in the kidney cells, lens and retina of the eye, placental tissue, and peripheral nerve cells. While sorbitol dehydrogenase enzyme is present in the seminal vesicles, ovary, and in the spleen. And it doesn't occur much in lens and retina of the eye, kidney cells, placental tissue, and peripheral nerve cells. So that is the polyol pathway of glucose, which involves conversion of glucose into sorbitol and sorbitol into fructose. Significance of polyol pathway. So the first significance of polyol pathway is the fructose synthesis in seminal vesicles. As we have seen, polyol pathway involves conversion of glucose into sorbitol and sorbitol into the fructose. And this fructose, which is formed in seminal vesicles, is used to provide energy for the sperm because chief source of energy for the spermatozoa is the fructose. Second significance of polyol pathway is the metabolism of dietary sorbitol. The sorbitol, which is present in the diet, is first metabolized to the fructose, which then enter glycolysis, and liver is capable of metabolizing this sorbitol. So this is the significance of polyol pathway. Now disorders of polyol pathway in diabetes mellitus. So we all know that in the diabetes mellitus there is absolute or relative insulin deficiency which causes hyperglycemia. And this hyperglycemia leads to accumulation of sorbitol in various tissues such as retina, lens, nervous tissue and renal glomeruli. Because entry of glucose into these tissues is insulin independent, hence excess glucose enters into these tissues in diabetes mellitus. And as we have discussed previously, that sorbitol dehydrogenase enzyme doesn't much occur in retina, lens, nervous tissue and renal glomeruli. So there is an excess conversion of glucose into sorbitol, but sorbitol cannot be oxidized to the fructose. So in all this tissue, there will be accumulation of sorbitol. And this sorbitol cannot easily cross the cell membrane. Hence, this accumulated sorbitol cause osmotic swelling and consequent disruption of cell architecture. That's why accumulation of sorbitol has been suggested as a cause for the occurrence of cataract, nephropathy, retinopathy and neuropathy in diabetes mellitus. That is disorder of polyol pathway in diabetes mellitus. And that's all about polyol pathway of glucose. These are my references. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe Biochemistry Basics by Dr. Amit, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you can get all the notifications from it. Thank you.